It's the week before Christmas in one of the nation's biggest cities, and this, a place for people who have nothing and nowhere else to go. But according to a report released today, the numbers in need of shelter like this are growing. The Public Accounts Committee findings revealed in England today there are 9,000 people sleeping rough, tens of thousands more in temporary accommodation, and a government failing them.
How long have you been here for?
21 years.
Have you been working here for 21 years?
Yeah.
Have you seen the numbers of people come through your door increase over the last couple of years?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Despite what a lot of people seem to believe, most of them aren't in receipt of benefits, and it's very difficult then for us to be able to get them into hostels, which are all funded through housing benefit. So they're in effect trapped on the street.
Today's report is damning. It lays out England's problems with homelessness in stark terms, calling it a national crisis, saying the government's approach has been an abject failure. It says the Department for Communities and Local Government's attitude has been unacceptably complacent, with limited action that has lacked urgency.
We're seeing a massive increase, probably 400% or 500% in the number of people on the streets in Liverpool.
The Mayor of Liverpool says there is a lack of joined-up thinking between national policy and how that's actually implemented on the ground. It's a problem, he says, that's getting worse.
What is a real concern for me is, for instance, the likes of the welfare cuts and the sanctions and universal credit is forcing more people on the streets. And then, of course...
Are you seeing that? Is there a direct correlation?
Absolutely, we're seeing it.
The report says that all measures of homelessness have increased in the last 7 years. The number of people sleeping on the streets up by 134%. The number living in temporary accommodation has risen by about 2/3 since 2010, now around 78,000 families in England. And shockingly, some 120,000 children are without a permanent home.
Prime Minister!
In Parliament today, Theresa May defended the government's track record.
Families with children who are accepted as homeless will be provided with accommodation. And I would also point out to honourable members opposite that statutory homelessness is lower now than it was for most of the period of the last Labour government.
The report also identifies a vast and growing group of homeless that are simply falling through the cracks of government records. The hidden homeless, those who live in hostels or sofa surf at the homes of friends and family. The report says the government doesn't seem to understand the problem or even measure it. An investigation by the charity Just Life found there are 51,000 hidden homeless living in bed and breakfast. This man is one of them. For fear of his landlord, we're protecting his identity.
It's despicable, really. It's old Victorian.
Why? What is it about it that is so bad?
You could smell the musk, like the feces smell like dirty drains and you think.
The government say they are determined to help the most vulnerable in society and are providing over £1 billion up to 2020 to reduce all forms of homelessness. For those facing winter on the street, 2020 is a long time away.